card tonight. Donnell Nicholson scored a 12-round split decision over Johnny Ruiz, rather controversial, at least for the pro-New England crowd here. And most recently, Roger Mayweather scoring a 120 to 110, very workmanlike win over Johnny Bizarro, who brought a good crowd here, but Roger had it in control from the get-go. Harold, I'll tell you, you've been around the country and the world with some great boxing. With this facility, certainly lends to a long and illustrious, profitable venue.
Oh, without question. I mean, you know, it's very centrally located. It's, you know, it's close to New York. It's close to Philadelphia. It's close to Boston. So, you know, you can bring in the best fighters on the East Coast. You know, a Pazienza Dana Rosenblatt fight would be absolutely dynamite to, you know, local New England fighters. It's an awfully good place for boxing. One of the largest casinos in the world. I mean, it's nothing short of great.
There's a look at the former two-time world champion, Bobby Czyz. He won the IBF light heavyweight title back in 1986 and lost it to Charles Williams. He came back and won the WBA title, defended that 3 times, and actually was stripped due to an injury. So Bobby Czyz is back now looking for another world title. One of the most and more popular fighters on the East Coast, and actually nationally, he's got a very good following as well. As we mentioned, he has been hurt. He's only fought 1 time in the past 2 years, that in part because of a back injury. He talked about that and what he has on his docket coming up in the future months.
As of right now, my neck and my back are considerably more healed than they were. Unfortunately, nothing's 100% yet, and that's what we're looking for, 100%. I'm in the gym working out regularly. I fought in February, and I've gotten more and more results with the therapy, but the therapy's ongoing, continual. There's still some pain. There are still some things that are unacceptable for me, but we're working our way through that, and that should be all cleared up within the next 2 to 3 weeks, and I'll be 100% by fight time or real close. Well, certainly I have a fight plan, but that's something that I leave for my trainer, Tommy Parks. He will devise that as not only before the fight, but as the fight unfolds, because not everybody does in the ring what they had done with the previous fight or fighter. We can watch all the films we want of him fighting somebody else. We don't know what he can and will do with me, because certainly I'm different. I'm going to bring different things to the table than he's ever seen before, as he will for me. So my game plan has been the same. He fights from the inside as a tall man. Everybody's taller than me, has longer reach. But he doesn't use his reach from the outside. That's where I have all my problems. Guys like Prince Charles Williams and Virgil Hill, that's where my problems were. He brings the fight to the inside, which is where I've made an entire career, fighting on the inside. So I'm hopeful he does that. If that's what he does, it's my fight.
There's a look at Bobby Czyz, age 32, has been around a while and very popular, looking to garner yet another world title. And of course, the big money fight in the cruiserweight division could involve he and Tommy Hearns. Scott Silver, our roving reporter, had an opportunity. Silverman had a chance to check in with Czyz's advisor, Arnie Tokyo Rosenthal, and had this conversation regarding a possible matchup with Thomas Hearns and Bobby Czyz.
All right, Arnie, this is a fight that's been rumored to have taken place years ago. Bobby Czyz, Thomas Hearns. Will this fight ever take place?
You know, I don't know. It's getting very frustrating for me. We've had 3 different promoters approach Tommy Hearns. Money's been tossed around. I flew out to Tommy Hearns' house. You start to believe at a certain point that Tommy Hearns doesn't want to fight Bobby Czyz. Tommy did have an operation on his hand. The hand healed. You know, we've done everything we could. We're trying to put it together, and it just seems to be going around in circles. So hopefully we'll start to make some progress.
And what's your timetable? When would you like to see it happen?
Well, you know, we don't want to look past tonight's fight. But you do have a tendency to do that. We would like to go to that fight as soon as possible. Everything works the way it's supposed to go tonight. Come on, Tommy. Get in the ring with Bobby. We got a world title. Let's go do it.
Now, this is a fight that should have taken place, to many observers, years ago. Should it take place now? Do you see it as appealing a fight as it would have been a couple years ago?
It's a fight fans fight. Tommy Hearns and Bobby Czyz will be a good matchup. It was a good matchup 5 years ago, and it'll probably be a good matchup 5 years from today. I just don't want to wait another 5 years. Bobby doesn't want to wait. Hopefully, Tommy Hearns doesn't want to wait. Let's get in the ring. Let's do it. Let's get it on.
All right, you heard it from Arnie. Let's get it on. Let's go back to you at ringside.
Scott Silverman and Arnie Tokyo Rosenthal talking about a possible Thomas Hearns-Bobby Czyz matchup, and of course, that'll be contingent upon Bobby Czyz defeating this gentleman, David Izequire, who will be bringing in a very outstanding 15-0 mark into the bout tonight. He talked about the big matchup, probably the biggest fight of his career.
Bobby Czyz was a champion before I even started boxing as an amateur. So I've always watched him fight, and I think it's a real good fight, and he fights in the inside. And that's basically the way I like to fight, inside fight, and, you know, I think it's going to be a good fight.
There's a close look at David Izequire as he says it will be a good fight. Bobby Czyz is expecting a very tough fight, as we are as well. And we are set now for our main event. The IBO Cruiserweight title on the line, currently held by that man. Jimmy Lennon Jr. has the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us across the country, we welcome you to the fabulous Foxwoods Resort and Casino for the main event of the evening, brought to you by Momentum Enterprises, promoter Lou Falsino, in association with the Pequot Entertainment Group, promoter Bobby Young, along with Banner Promotions, promoter Art Pilulo. This bout is being conducted under the invitation of the Mashantucket Pequot Nation, sanctioned by the International Boxing Organization, the chairman, Gary Pleiner, vice president, Dominic Miele, supervisor, John Dodano. Along with the Connecticut Athletic Commission, Gloria Schaefer, commissioner. The director of boxing is John Burns. Positions at ringside, Dr. James O'Brien, Dr. Michael Schwartz, Dr. Joseph Carpentieri, timekeeper at the bell, Lou Dell. Introducing to you the judges scoring the bout from ringside. We have Don O'Neill, William Hutt, and Bill Flasser. Introducing to you the referee in charge of this bout. He'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Steve Smoger. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening, the IBO Cruiserweight Championship of the World, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first the challenger on my left, fighting out of the red corner. He enters the ring wearing white trunks with black trim. Hailing from Princeton, New Jersey, he weighed in at a ready 188 1/2 pounds. His fine record includes 41 wins, 5 losses, with 26 big wins coming by way of knockout. As the challenger, he is ranked the #1 IBO Cruiserweight contender. Please welcome the former IBF light heavyweight champion, the former WBA Cruiserweight champion of the world, introducing the one and only Bobby Chappie Czyz. And his opponent across the ring is the defending champion. On my right, fighting out of the blue corner, he enters the ring wearing solid red trunks. Originally from Lagos, Nigeria, now fighting out of and representing Washington, D.C. He weighed in at 188 3/4 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with 15 wins, no losses, and 13 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the defending IBO Cruiserweight Champion of the World, the undefeated David, the Chief Izequire. Once again, here's the referee in charge, Steve Smoger, now to give instructions.
All right, gentlemen, you're giving your instructions to weigh in. I want you to obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times and respect the bell. Now touch him up and God bless. Touch him up. Let's go. Thank you.
Okay, Hugh. Bobby Czyz, 2 years older at 32. David Izequire, 2 inches taller. They're both about the same weight, but a big reach advantage, 10 inches for David Izequire coming into this fight.
Rules for the IBO, as you see, standing 8 count is in effect. 3 knockdown rule is also in effect. 10-point must system in case of an accidental bunt. After the first 3 rounds, the bout is a draw. After the 3rd round, it goes to the card. We're ready to go. Our main event, IBO Cruiserweight title on the line. The champion in the red trunks and the very, very talented challenger, Bobby Czyz, in the white trunks. As we mentioned, that reach advantage for Izequire is 10 inches. But as Bobby mentioned to me and before in his interview, that he has always fought gentlemen who have better reach than he does. He has never let it deter him. He's always been a guy who does his best work inside. He has tremendous power in his lower body and says he hasn't felt this good probably since the car accident.
Nice 1-2 combination by Czyz, starting it off. But I'll tell you, so many people have told me that Bobby Czyz made a big mistake taking this fight tonight, that the guy's an unknown and he's just too tough. Bobby Czyz starting off strong.
A very quick starter. As you talk about experience, Bobby has fought 293 professional fight rounds, and David Izequire has fought just 41.
And Bobby Czyz is really whacking David Izequire in the body. Good body shots by Bobby. Boy, he's really punching hard.
Bobby very determined. If the Hearns fight does not materialize, and certainly it's up to the hitman if it's going to happen, should Bobby get a win tonight. You know, the cruiserweight division certainly has a nice matchup. Maybe Orlin Norris would certainly be a nice matchup.
No, without question. Emmanuel Stewart is talking about Tommy Hearns against the WBC champion Anaclet Wamba, but I think a Czyz Hearns fight would be much better.
For risk factor, you have to go with Wamba. For money factor, you probably throw Czyz into the loop. And it all depends what Tommy wants. You know, does he want a world title at low risk, or does he want a world title and make a little extra?
But first,
cash?
Bobby's got to get by Izequire, and this is no gimme. I mean, Izequire can really fight. But they're fighting at Bobby Czyz's range, in close, head-to-head, in the trenches, and Bobby Czyz getting the best of it. The hard uppercuts.
And we'll have to see how
Bobby Czyz has hit this guy low about 5 times. Steve Smoke is getting fed up with it. He won Czyz. He says, that's enough.
Bobby fights very, very low, as we said, getting a lot of his power from the trunk area. Likes to shoulders and arms, and is where returning that favor there.
And here he keeps his hands, you know, he keeps his arms in so close, his elbows in so tight. David doesn't get a real good shot at him. Good defense for Bobby
Round
Czyz.
number 1 of a scheduled 12-rounder. Good round for the comebacking Bobby Czyz at age 32. He's been fighting since 1980. And we'll see how the back holds up and the neck holds up. As you heard in our pre-fight interview, he doesn't feel it's back what it was, but it's about as good as it has been. So he feels good enough to take on a gentleman of this level. 15-0, 13 knockouts for David Izequire.
And he's landed some solid shots himself. Good left hooks. And so far, it's a Czyz round. He's staying right where he wants in David's chest.
Good first round for Bobby Czyz. As David Izequire, as we look at his lineup of fighters here, certainly nothing to take to the Hall of Fame. Henry Milligan was his last fight. That happened back in December 28th of 1993, so he hasn't fought in some 7 months.
You know, we're looking at one of the great cut men of the game, the very popular Eddie the Clot Aliano, keeping the end swell on David's face, keeping the swelling down. But the chief second, the man in front of David, is Bobby Brown, one of the great teachers in boxing. He works out of Washington, D.C. He once fought Rocky Graziano as a professional fighter.
As we look at, and David Izequire has decided not to sit down between rounds, which is rather interesting philosophy. Age 30 is the champion. Age 32 is Czyz, but when you talk about experience, as we said, 10 world title fights for Bobby Czyz and the IBO world title fight for Izequire. Round number 2 scheduled for 12. Izequire comes out and tries to establish a jab, and Bobby comes inside with a couple short left hooks.
David's trying to keep this fight at long range where he can win. He's using that good long left jab, and that's where he should stay, outside. But Bobby gets in with that solid left hook.
If you look at Bobby's losses, they are against gentlemen with the good jab. The Charles Prince Williams and also Virgil Hill took him with the jab, and Dennis Andres also did some damage. So it's the guys who keep the jab in his face, break his will, and don't let him get inside and do his thing.
Bobby's very, very tough on the inside. He's a powerful puncher. I mean, he's a powerful man. Big legs, tremendous shoulders, big arms, in great shape. Very, very powerful inside.
Looking very sharp. Looking very sharp early on.
And Izequire's bleeding already. Bleeding from the mouth, as I see it.
Bobby looking very, very sharp here.
Blood all over Bobby Czyz, but it's Izequire's blood.
Big time, big time. Big pressure for Bobby Choppy Czyz.
And he's fighting at the distance where he has to fight, inside.
He's doing very, very much damage inside with uppercuts.
And David's got to take this fight out at long range or he's going to get knocked out. David, keep him up, David. All right.
Before the fight, Bobby Czyz says if he lets me whack inside, it's my fight. If it goes outside, it turns more to his favor. But right now, for the first round and a half, it's been Bobby Czyz inside, muscling, uppercuts.
You talk about a fight in the trenches. This is a fight in the trenches. I mean, this is real trench warfare. It's a fight that can be fought in a phone booth. It's head-to-head, toe-to-toe. David's bleeding. I mean, it's just a rough, brutal fight so far.
This is Bobby's kind of fight. He wants to get inside. He says, I know I don't have the reach. I haven't had the reach for many, many years, almost in any division. He wants to get inside and muscle.
And Bobby's got that tremendous snap. He really does.
Now, there seems to be some blood. Maybe it's all from Izequire. But as we get a close look, we can't even get a look at their faces. They've been in so tight the entire time. This was the kind of pace that he set back on May 8th of 1992 against Donnie Golden Boy Lalonde. Really, in fact, he floored Lalonde in the second round, and he ended up going 12 with him. Won it quite easily, but did not keep the pressure on the entire 12 rounds, and they were still standing at the end of 36 minutes.
Izequire bleeding badly from the mouth, blood all over Bobby Czyz.
Plus, I think the right eye of Izequire is starting to swell up a little bit, too.
It is, Hugh. Badly swollen.
Another good round for Bobby Czyz, and I think the blood that we do see is all Izequire's. Wow, very, very powerful first two rounds by Bobby Czyz as we get a look at over there. Yes, as Tommy Parks works that corner. Tommy Parks has been with, there you see, there's a mouse, a very definitive mouse under the left eye of David Izequire. Bobby Brown trying to do his thing, but that does not bode well.
Now, in close in the second round, a lot of good work by Bobby Czyz. Good left hand, good right hand, comes back with a good left hook. Bobby Czyz doing nice work in the second round. Now we'll see David Izequire doing some of his best work. He steps back, gets a little bit of punching room, gets hit 2 or 3 times.
Good action. Round number 2. The kind of fight Bobby Czyz was planning on.
You know, Hugh, the corner of David Izequire is making a big mistake. They ought to let Eddie Aliano work inside the ring, in front of the fighter, where he can put pressure on the eye and stop the bleeding from his mouth, not work from the apron. Eddie Aliano ought to be in front of the fighter working on that bleeding.
Looking down at him on a stool.
Putting pressure on him.
The blood opens up immediately here in round number 3 as Czyz continues to land the powerful blows inside. Boy, he looked sharp the first couple rounds here, Harold.
Without question.
Very, very sharp. Now, once again, can he sustain it? We'll have to see. Against Prince Charles Williams, both times they fought, he looked very sharp for the first 4 or 5 rounds. Charles withstood the flurry and kept the jab out in his face and actually knocked him out.
But remember, Izequire is 30 years old, so you know, he's not exactly like he's a young fighter.
Well, he's only fought 15 times. He's probably young. Combination by Czyz, rocking Izequire. There is no wasted motion tonight from Bobby Czyz. Every punch has a destination, and most are finding a landing spot.
Every time David lands a punch, Bobby Czyz comes back with 2 or 3 of his own. Bobby looking real good.
We're in round number 3 of a scheduled 12-rounder. This is the IBO Cruiserweight title belt currently held by the man in the red trunks. Bobby Czyz trying to...
Hard right hand just thrown by Bobby Czyz. Very hard right hand.
Good hook by Izequire.
Yeah.
He's hanging in there in tight here.
But David's blood is all over Bobby Czyz.
Good combinations by Izequire. Czyz comes back. Infighting. Izequire starting to zero in a little bit better here in round number 3.
But this is a vicious fight so far. And Bobby Czyz is keeping it where he wants to keep it.
Big action. A lot of blood being spilled right now up in that ring. Both coming in approximately 188 pounds. Bobby fought his last fight against O'Mara back in March at 196, lost 8, and looks great, said he feels great.
Izequire's left eye is
Yeah.
virtually closed up
That'll
at
be
this
a
point.
sitting
I want
duck
to tell you,
with
they better put Eddie Aliano in that ring in front of him and get that eye open. Maybe too late.
Izequire has landed some shots himself, though, staying in there. Low blow again, not caught by Steve Smoger, the referee. The mouthpiece of Bobby Czyz, I think, just popped out, if I'm not mistaken. We're inside 15 seconds of round number 3. Good combination by Izequire to wrap round number 3 up. Not a bad round for him.
No, I believe you're right. David Izequire did have a better round, but I'll tell you, he's bleeding and his left eye is closing up badly. Bobby Czyz starting to back up.
The Nigerian contingent of boxing, some names come to mind. Joe Lasisi, some other good Nigerians. Dick Tiger. They've always been extremely tough. You almost have to take the stool out and knock him over the head. He has taken a beating here as we get a look at the action there in round number 3. Or I should say after round number 3, the corner. And I got to agree with you, Harold. He should be sitting down.
Sure, and Eddie Aliano is working upwards. I mean,
Yeah.
he should be putting pressure down. We can get some pressure on the eye. He's trying to close the bleeding in the guy's mouth, but he certainly can't get any pressure on that eye. And the left eye is closing up. He should be in front of the fighter.
David Izequire will be staying away from salty foods in the next couple of weeks.
What kind of food is Nigerian food?
Action round number 3.
Nice right hand by David Izequire. Nice combination by David Izequire in round number 3. And you know, it's a good, tough, close fight. It's a fight fans fight. It's a real war, head-to-head, toe-to-toe, in the trenches. It's about as rough as he can possibly get. You know, listen, we're going to see who's the stronger man.
Czyz trying to establish his jab. Izequire also. We said if there's a punch that Bobby can be susceptible to is the jab. The fights that he has lost, usually people controlling him with the jab.
Bobby does such nice work inside with that right hand. Good combinations, but David hangs right in there and punches back. David is a rough, tough guy.
Another low blow there. Steve Smoger, the referee, taking a very close look at him. Oh, big left, snaps back to head of Czyz, but he keeps the pressure on. Boy, this fight is the antithesis of the Mayweather-Bizarro fight where,
without question,
geez, they've had more action here in the first 4 rounds than Mayweather-Bizarro did in 12.
Ooh,
right hand rocks Czyz.
Bobby's hurt. Seriously hurt.
He is.
I mean, he is seriously
really hurt. I don't know what's holding him up right now.
Izequire looking to finish him. Bobby really got hurt by that right
Big trouble
hand.
for Bobby Czyz. The uppercut. He's looking to fall down.
Bobby is staggering.
Czyz trying to fight back, but he is nothing in those legs right now. He should just hold on.
He's not holding on, and David's landing those big right hands. David can whack.
We still got 1:25 to go here in round number 4, and Czyz is hurt.
After a fast start, Izequire came back in the 3rd. It gets Bobby Czyz seriously hurt here in round 4 with right hands.
Czyz is holding on.
And he's holding a rope, which you're not allowed to do. Smoger says, let go of the rope.
Czyz trying to clear his head. His eyes are not where they should be.
No, and his mouth is wide open. If he gets hit with another right hand here, he's going to
Broken
go
jaw.
out.
Coming back. Trying to. Izequire continues to plant some big shots.
Boy, Bobby's fighting on heart and guts, let me tell you.
54 seconds to go in
Boy,
round.
he's not letting go of that rope. He wants a little bit of rest to clear his head. Smoger warning him for holding the ropes. Izequire knows he's got Czyz hurt.
Can he put him out? Big combination.
There it is.
Combination.
Bobby Czyz dropped with a combination.
Wow. Bobby Czyz has got 30 seconds to hold on here in round number 4. Izequire will try to come in and close shop. He's still holding on. We got 20 seconds.
Bobby doesn't know where he is. Let's see if he can survive the round. 19 seconds to go.
Unbelievable performance by Izequire here in round number 4. Czyz is definitely just unbelievable staying power. He's trying to fight back. He's got 10 seconds to hold on. Steve Smoger looking very closer.
Bobby Czyz makes it through a very, very tough round 4.
Steve Smoger, Tommy Parks looking at his fighter. Wow, what a turn of events in round number 4, Harold. We'll be taking a look at some of that But David Izequire, wow. What kept Bobby up? Heart, determination. Bobby's looking every year of 32 right now.
Better calling. Oh, here comes the replay, round 4. That hurt him. Now, Bobby Czyz is hurt at this point. Izequire looking to finish him. Tremendous right, tremendous left. Okay, now we see the knockdown. A hard right, a left hook, another right hand, and down goes
Wow.
Czyz.
You got to wonder, the ringside physician is looking very closely at Bobby. I think it's going to be, I think they're going to call it. I think the hand just went up. There's going to be some time there. That's it. That's it. He is not there. Round number 4. Wow, that is a surprise. David Izequire getting the huge win. Huge.
Hugh, a lot of the inside guys said Bobby Czyz shouldn't have taken this fight. They were correct.
Harold, I'm going to have to start listening to you one of these days. Unbelievable. Czyz is still not all there. David Izequire scoring a tremendous knockout. They stop it after 4. The ringside physician came in, took a close look. Tommy Parks tried to find out if his man was all there. Tommy's been with Bobby a long, long time, and it really just came down to one thing, that Czyz was not capable in the 60 seconds allotted between rounds to clear his head and go back out for more punishment. And cooler heads did prevail there. I think Bobby knew that he just wasn't there. Took a tremendous beating in that round. As we see Tommy Parks and Bobby Czyz going back and forth. They call him the Chief, and he was all there tonight. Action, last seconds of round number 4, and it was an action-packed round. Izequire with a big straight right, pounding Czyz. Czyz holding on. Czyz just trying to maintain and hold on for the 3 minutes and clear his head between rounds. He's fighting on pure guile, toughness, and heart. David Izequire just holding on for dear life as Czyz was led back to the corner by Steve Smoger, the referee, and unbelievable performance by the underdog. David Izequire, only 15 professional fights rolling into this one, but will take that IBO Cruiserweight title bout back. And maybe Tommy Hearns knew that he didn't want to take on this guy. Jimmy Lennon Jr. has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has been stopped at the end of round number 4. Fighter suffering back spasms and unable to continue. The referee, Steve Smoger, stops the contest. The winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated and still the IBO Cruiserweight Champion of the World, David the Chief Izequire.
Thanks so much.
A very, very impressive performance by David Izequire / Izequire. Whatever the case is, 4th round knockout, and I think the back spasms, which were purported by Bobby Czyz, were due in part to a pretty good pounding at the hands of the man in the red trunks. And really a gentleman who shows a lot in the